مرحبا وسهلا فيكم بحلقة جديدة من جيم اون. ضيفي بدل الحلقة هو العائد المنتظر إلى الدوري اللبناني وإلى لبنان تحديدا. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Thon maker. Welcome on board.
Thank you, Ant. Appreciate it, brother.
I appreciate as well your presence here. You know, I've been waiting for this episode since last year.
Yep.
And now we made it.
It's my fault. I was so busy last year because, the season got cramped, towards the end. So I like to focus too much on that, get the job done first before we can start doing the festivities and the interviews and everything like that. So it's my fault. But now we're here.
I appreciate your support and I appreciate as well your visit to the academies that you have done already this summer.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Me and Bilal Tabara set that up, and also Danny Nusser over here, aka my guy, Danny Maniac. Sorry, it's Danny. So me and Danny set it up, and we took the tour. We went to a few academies, St. Joe's, Riadi, of course. Went to NSA. That was a lot of fun. A lot of kids, and we just got in the gym. Took some pictures, played a few games with some of the kids as well. So it was very fun.
What did you see when you visited actually the academies?
Just the love of the game. Like the kids, they love the game at such a young age, and they all follow it. Extremely at a high level. And they love it so much that, when they're out there playing, they're not worried about, being at home. They're not worried about school or nothing. It's their getaway place. And it reminded me of me as well. When I was playing, I played football a lot growing up, basketball second. But for them, you
football
can see
was a priority for you?
Yeah, it was a priority, man.
215.
Big Arsenal
playing
fan.
Football?
I wasn't 215 at the time, but yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to imagine 215 being as a goalkeeper, let's say.
Nah, I was the right way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm quick, man.
You are very quick, man.
Yeah.
Very athletic. God bless you, bro.
Yeah.
Whenever we say Thon maker, as part of the Lebanese legacy, they look up to say Thon maker with الرياضي Beirut.
Yeah. Coming in here, playing with Riadi, I got my joy back for the love of the game, basketball itself. And I remember the first meeting I had with Coach Farhan was about that part. That was the most important thing to me, to get the joy of the game back. He said, don't worry, you'll love it. You'll love your teammates. And at first, I'm thinking it's a regular speech that, international coaches give you to make you feel comfortable and make you feel like, you're welcome. But then when I experienced it, the love from the fans, from the players, the coaching staff, the management, everybody in the whole country of Lebanon, it brought that joy back out of me from the game of basketball.
Who's your favorite teammate? Since whenever we look at the picture, عرقجي is on the right side.
Why are you doing this, man? Favorite teammate? That's tough. That's tough. And I love all those guys, man. But if I had to pick a favorite teammate, me personally, I'll say Ali Mansour. I'll give you a reason why. Because Ali is so selfless and so hardworking that he'll give his whole life to the game, no matter what. That's what I see from my point of view. Because we could be up by 30, we could be down by 30, and you'll see him diving on the floor, scrapes and burns on his knees or his elbows. And he doesn't care.
Yeah.
As long as he gets the win, that's it. Get the job done, that's it. And so, I really appreciate that a lot. I love that about him. So
you appreciate his spirit on court.
The spirit on court. But as a person, he's a great person off the court also. But this is a different level you have to have mentally. And as a person, different selflessness you have to have for this.
Whenever I talk about relation between Wael Araqji and Thon maker.
Yeah. Wael is my guy. I wouldn't go to Alola if it weren't for Wael, right? So, we made that decision as a team. Because
you wouldn't go to Al-Ula without Wael Araqji?
Without Wael, I told him, I'm not going to Alola. And he was like, bro, let's go together. I said, all right, cool. Because I actually wanted him to come to China with me.
Okay.
You see? So, that's the bond we had, the friendship we had. The chemistry we had on the court, it's unmatched,
Definitely.
As you saw it in the Reality. And, we wanted to keep that going, at least another year, see how it goes. And, it's paying out so far for us.
Especially when people talk about Thon, they talk as well about Wael Araqji at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like a brotherhood.
Yeah, it is.
Do you agree on this?
It is. This game, he kind of experienced a little bit of what I've experienced also. He played in some league as well.
He won four leagues in 4 different countries.
Yeah, I mean, he's a champion in this region.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you can argue he's the Michael Jordan of this region. Some people say, there's other guys. Soma obviously got the accolades Bill Russell, you know, and still playing. So
Soma is the Bill
Shout out
Russell
Soma,
and
yeah.
Wael Araj is Michael Jordan.
you can make the comparison if you
Who's
want.
LeBron?
Woo, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. We
LeBron or
think,
Jordan, by the
we
way?
have to think about that. Why are you doing this, man? And you trying to
let's say, since you're talking and now let's look like visualization.
I would say MJ for me. I grew up watching a lot of YouTube videos of MJ.
Okay, MJ over LeBron.
Over LeBron, I would say, because obviously you got the rings, but
rings.
they're completely different approaches. You know, Bron mentality is the triple double, and that's the selflessness that he had. But then later towards the end of his career, like he started scoring more, being more aggressive because
Breaking all records.
yeah, but it's the pressure of the fans that got him to do that. But initially, he came in playing the right way. Like I mean, he still plays the right way, but back then, like his younger days, was more the right way as moving the ball and let the play work, right? And he's got that IQ of picking apart the defenses. But MJ, on the other hand, was more aggressive. Like, I'm going to set the tone. Like, I'll score and then use that as the chess move. When they help, then I can kick it. Or, you know, and he's on both ends on the defensive end. I respect MJ more on the defensive end than LeBron. But
Okay,
yeah,
on
yeah.
defense. On offense.
Huh?
On offense.
No, on offense, he speaks for himself. But
Okay.
on the defensive end, you know, I'm a defensive-minded guy. So I love the fact that he can play both ends of the floor.
Whenever we talk about Luka Doncic in Lebanon or in the region,
Yeah.
who do you think is Luka Doncic?
Luka is a very smart player. You know, high IQ, obviously gifted, can score the hell out of the board. So can shoot over anybody. Very, very high shot. Got his own pace. You know, the slow step back, the dribbles, get to the euros, the slow down with the layups or draw contact.
Who's similar to him here?
Uh,
You think Hike?
Here in Lebanon, if I could compare somebody like that, I don't know about Hike because
We're not talking about the position. We're just talking about the style. Just to
the style.
yeah.
Ooh. I mean, Hike has his own pace too. If Yo-Yo was slower, I would say I'll compare him to Amir.
Amir Saud.
Yes, Amir Saud.
Luka and Amir.
Yes.
Okay.
I would put him in that situation because Amir has that same IQ, makes the game easy, can get to his shot whenever, has his own pace, and sometimes he's so creative that he just makes up something on the fly without us as a group talking about it, without the coaching staff talking about it. He'll just adjust on the defensive end.
He has
or
the
offense.
IQ.
He has that IQ to do that. So I would say Amir.
Thon, since you joined several leagues,
Yeah.
and you said before, the Lebanese league is the number 4 top league in the world.
Yeah.
You still say this?
It's tough to say now because a lot of the talent has gone overseas. I would say it's battling within that 4-5 range, but the attention and the energy is still there. It's not far gone. It's like having the talent here before and having that crazy energy was the reason I ranked it that high. And I would say you still have the NBA, you still have EuroLeague, you still have Australia. You know, and Lebanon's still battling with China in that 4th spot. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The talent has escaped a little bit, but China also got more talent also from former players in the NBA. So they're kind of trying to get that throne back of the 4th spot. But it's a tough battle, man. But the basketball is still good quality, and I watch every time. I watch, especially reality games. So yeah.
Okay. Since you joined several clubs in the world, what's
Yeah.
special about joining Riyadi Beirut?
It's okay. You know, NBA fans, how they go to the game, they chill, they relax, enjoy the atmosphere, and, you know, be cool, show off my outfit, you know, hang out with my friends or my business, you know, partners or whatever. Here, you can do that, but it's more so it's about the game. It's not about you and enjoying your time. Where it's about the game itself. Like, they love the game so much that it become who they are. And it's a family-knit community, right? And you can see this from playing overseas, from me traveling overseas. It don't matter what country I'm at, I meet a Riyadi fan. I mean, since I changed my hair, it's a little bit different now. But when I just had the regular same cut I had in Riyadi, it's like, oh,
Okay.
I'm a Riyadi fan. Even servers or
You're still a Riyadi
owners.
fan.
Yeah, they all come to me. I'm a Riyadi fan in different countries. All the walks of life just come to me.
It's that kind of exposure.
Yeah, and that's you can't find that anywhere. It's tough to find that. It's very close knit. Community, family based type thing. So, and they were die hard fans. So I love that about it.
So can we call it one of your top teams? Is that Riyadi?
Yeah, for sure.
Who's the number one on that list?
I would say Riyadi is number 2. I would say Milwaukee was number 1.
Oh, okay.
And then Riyadi.
Did you ever play before with Giannis Antetokounmpo?
3 years. 3 years in Milwaukee, yeah.
Yeah. How was it?
It was great. Man, we had the best 3 years because we kept getting better every single year. When I got there, the first year, they had won 14 games the year before I got there.
Yeah.
And then we turned it around and won 42 games and made the playoffs.
It's like plus 28.
Before that, they had won 7. So it was like 7, 14,
14,
and then we go 40, 41 or 42, whatever it was. And we made the playoffs, as a 6th seed.
Definitely.
So I had so much fun, man. We were a joy to watch. And then the next year, again, playoffs again. And then the year after that, playoffs, but I was straight after that. So, but other than that, man, it was a joy to watch. And for us playing with Giannis, everybody was so excited about it as well. So it was great times.
He was the biggest prospect.
Yeah.
Now Victor Wembanyama is the top prospect for you.
Yeah, Victor is a scary one with his situation. He's super talented, but that length, like the height, and is unmatched. It's unreal.
How tough it was for Thon to join the NBA?
It was hard. It was a tough route, man. But we got it done. It's a lot of sacrifice you got to go through, a lot of hard work you got to go through. The early wake ups, but there's other players that do it also. But when your story takes place in South Sudan, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Other people, I can't complain. I'm blessed. So a lot of people go through their own journeys, and it's tough as well. I can't speak for them. I'm not in their shoes. But for me, it was tough as well, but enjoyable at the same time.
Tough it was because from South Sudan?
South Sudan to Australia and then to the U.S. and eventually to the NBA. So, yes, tough because it was a tough life. But then after that, it's a sweet victory.
You are blessed,
I am blessed. I am blessed.
Let's talk a bit about the relation with Coach Ahmed Farran.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my brother, man. I love Coach. Even last year, we had some moments when we butt heads, but that's a part of the game because he loves to win so much, and that's what I love about him. He will not focus on anything else but the winning, mentality. So I love that about him. Great person, great human being. I seen him the other day. Always got the smile on his face. I love this guy, man.
Are you looking forward to join Riyadi Beirut back again?
Yeah, at some point, of course. This is home for me.
So whenever you finish the contract with Al-Awla, you're coming back to Riyadi?
Yeah, it's my second home.
So it should be soon?
Well, the season's still ongoing right now. We still have the Saudi Cup. We have the Saudi Final Four. And then we also have Wassel as well. So, and then Wassel Final late if we make it there. So, we have a long season still. Yeah. There's still a few months in the way.
What would be your target with Al-Awla, especially talking about having a new coach?
Yeah.
But you guys won the chip with him, Coach Azzat Ismail.
Yeah. Coach Azzat brought that energy. I think for us, we got the tough part out of the way, which was the Saudi League.
Yeah.
That was the first part. This is the first time for Lola to get this. And last year, they fell a bit short. They could have had it. And then the next goal is to get what they had last year, which was the cup, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to go backwards in that area. It'll be tough. It's not going to be easy, obviously, because you got Ali and Ittihad. They're not pretty happy about us winning the whole.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially they are looking forward to join back Wassel.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So those are the two main goals right now: the cup and the Final Four, just to solidify Al-Awla's presence in Saudi. That's the first thing. Then we can talk about outside.
You're looking forward to win the chip. Let's talk about BCL Asia, let's say, reaching a goal like this with Al-Awla.
BCL would be a dream come true for sure for Al-Awla, for us, because one, they've never been there. Two, Final 8 is a new chapter for them as well. So for us, so we have to get to that step first. But the good thing is they've done a great job of bringing guys with experience who's been there.
Yeah.
Me, Weil, and Gibson's been in Final 8 as well. So that's the first step. of trying to reach those new levels. So for us, I cannot promise anything, but we take it one game at a time, one league at a time, because we have 5 championships potentially to
Yeah.
go for, including BCL. So you just have to one at a time. We got rid of the Saudi league. Now let's focus on the next 5, see how it goes, but one at a time.
So you're putting one goal at a time.
One goal at a time.
Gaga Khoury, aka Gaga,
Yeah.
our colleague, is asking you a question.
Yeah.
She has already sent me one.
Okay.
She's asking you, does he believe that for a player to shine, they need to have a group of smart players around them, or can the wrong group make a star look bad?
Nice. I would say it's again, it's a team sport. So both sides need to work together. Having the right group is very important, especially from management perspective. You got to pick the right players to put together, players that can gel in terms of obviously the game wise, but also personality wise, off the court. What type of people they are as well. Do they match? And then in terms of the star player himself or herself, they have to be able to adjust to the players, understand their games, their style of play, and also understand the critical level you have to go to in order for them to understand you, because you both need to understand each other. So it's a team relationship basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, from both sides.
Thon, whenever I look up, there has been rumors, and actually not rumors, information that has been circulating that Thon Maker has been helping the federation to pick up a naturalized player for the national team.
Wow.
Have you playing that role?
Interesting. Well, picking a player is not easy. And like we just talked about being a team, relationship stuff, it's the same thing. For a national team, it's actually the hardest thing to do because, one, you're bringing a guy in who's either a foreigner, like completely don't know anything about the culture you're putting him into,
Agree.
and then also like doesn't know anything about the game of the current players, the current roster. Then he has to learn to adjust, to gel with those guys. And then another thing you have to do is once that player is here, or once you found that player, you bring that player here, you got to find a way to get them to gel quick within the system, because the system takes time to learn and understand. You got to play in it, right?
To fit the culture as well.
Exactly. But the thing is, if you can't, if you only got a window of 1 month, to play some games, international games, how are you going to get that player to come in and understand this?
Yeah.
And it's tough, man. It's tough. And get them to gel. So
You're trying to help with that situation?
I'm trying to help because, one, I have a lot of relationships with former players that I played with, either in the NBA or overseas somewhere else.
Like high caliber players?
High caliber players, but at the same time, it's not my decision.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I can only...
You can suggest, let's say, advise.
I can suggest, and if they come to me with names, I'll be like, okay, this person
They
is
asked you?
like this. Have you played against this person like that? They haven't come to me about that part yet specifically, but it's like, me and Coach Fran are good friends, so he can always reach out to me. I can always reach out to him. So that's my brother. But it's not my decision. It's a delicate situation, so I'm just an outsider observing.
Okay, you're an
Yeah.
outside observer, but
Yeah.
still you're helping somehow, somewhere.
Man, I want to see this game grow over here. This country deserves it.
If Thon had the opportunity or the chance, let's say,
Yeah.
we're imagining now, and he had the chance to be the naturalized player of the Lebanese basketball national team, would you pick it?
If it were up to me, but it's not up to me. But FIBA.
If it was up to you.
I tried changing from Australia to South Sudan to play for my birth country. This is my motherland, but that didn't happen. So last year we ended up going to court about it, and I lost a court case. About switching from Australia to South Sudan. So that was tough decision on FIBA's part, but I can't.
We're imagining now.
I focus on what I can control.
Okay.
You see, so at that part, if something like this ever happened, if to play for a national team is it takes a lot of pride. You really have to be in it fully, and you can't be. Again, I like to say you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out in a situation. So for something like this, of course, it'll be a no-brainer.
It would be all in to join the Lebanese national team.
It would be all in if there's a possibility. If there's a possibility, but I don't know,
It's
man.
impossible, I think, no?
I don't know. Nothing is impossible to be exact with you, but again, I felt like I had the right to switch from Australia to South Sudan because South Sudan didn't have a team when they first formed, but somehow this decision was denied, and when we went to court about it, and I gave the evidence of other players switching back to their own natural country, their birth countries, and they successfully got accepted. How come I can't get accepted? Regardless of all those facts and evidence, it still didn't happen. So I didn't sulk about it. I just focus on myself, focus on getting better. So if something like this happens, obviously for me, I love Lebanon. As you can see, I'm here on vacation in Lebanon.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because Lebanon has everything you offer. I used to tell Danny before that Lebanon is one of those countries you can take a vacation to because it offers everything, right? Like you have the food, the culture, good people, the atmosphere, the scenery, everything you can hope for, everything you can look for when you go on vacation. You have beaches, you can go to relax, everything you could ask for. So for me, I don't have to go anywhere else when I play here. Let's say when we have the window breaks in November and February, I don't go anywhere else. I can just stay here and relax, enjoy it. At the end of the season, I stay here and relax. So it has everything you
If you had
you
the
need.
opportunity to pick up a nationality and to become a citizen, would you pick up Lebanon?
If I can hold both with Australia, I'll pick up Lebanon for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is how much you love the country.
Huh?
This is how much you love the country.
Of course. Think about it this way. Why am I here right now? I could go back to Sydney and enjoy time at home. I mean, it's close by here. That's one of the reasons. From Saudi to here is close. But the main reason is I love it here so much, and I built such a connection, with the people here. The
Good
players.
friends, good family.
They become family, yeah. They went from, teammates to friendships to players and becoming
Brothers.
family, and brothers. So for me, I love it here. I love it here.
Like Danny Nasser.
Yeah, like Danny Money. Oh, Danny Nasser. Danny Nasser, yeah.
Let's talk about that trio.
That's my tourist.
That's a tourist, huh? Last time, what did you say? He was your driver?
He was driving, yeah. Nah. I drive here, so yeah.
You drive here?
Yeah, of course. I love it here, man.
You don't have the license,
Listen,
no?
I do have my license.
Oh, you have.
I have my not
international
the
license.
Lebanese license.
International.
My own,
Yeah.
international license. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that trio.
Yeah.
Trio of imports, foreigners playing in Saudi Arabia, العرقجي, Thon and Jonathan Gibson.
Yeah, man. It's such a tough group because, like, Weil and Gibson, they play the same position, but two completely different players.
Yeah.
Right? Like Gibson being faster, quicker, and stuff like that, and Weil taking his time, in terms of methodically, getting to the pick and roll and situations like that. It's completely different. Then you got me at the big position. It's different as well from them being the guard. So for us, it's tough, man. That's why, like, in Wassel games, it's so much fun because all of us can be on the floor together. And just to see the other teams struggle trying to figure out, like, how to stop,
The trio.
Yeah. It's like, what can you do? So that's like been the most fun this year. In Saudi, it's a little bit difficult because, like, the minutes it's tough for all of us.
Are limited, yeah.
Yeah, for all of us. So sometimes one guy might have to just say, you know what, you guys, both of you go. And sometimes we talk about this as well amongst each other.
But I think between actually Jonathan Gibson is the top player who plays actually in the minute. He's the second top player, 27.04.
Yeah.
You're in the third place, 26.02.
Yeah.
As part of the minutes average.
Yeah. It's okay because another part is we have Swalem as well, Mohamed Swalem at the center position.
He's the number one.
Yeah. So it's well, we can't really sub him. We don't need to sub him. So we can't. Man, Swalem is tough, man. He's one guy. He's played through so much this year. He had an injury and he still played through it throughout the whole season, and he helped us out with so many games this year. And shout out to him.
Last year we saw you at the National Basketball Day on April 4th.
Yeah.
Are we gonna be able to see you this year as well?
I doubt it because of our season in Alola. I don't even know where we are in terms of the schedule. I know on the 31st of March we have a game in Doha.
Okay.
Against Al Arabi. So I doubt it. I doubt I'll be able to make it this year. I wish.
We wish as well.
I wish.
Especially how people they interact with you and they love you, man.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun last year.
It was fun having you, bro. Whenever we talk about rating the Lebanese national team, how do you rate the Lebanese national team comparing to Asia?
Comparing to Asia, like they've made strides. I feel like they got a bit stagnant lately, but it comes with change, and some of the players are getting older. And guys like Hike stepping down is not good for the national team because
now he's joining.
He's getting older. I know he's coming back, but he's one of those guys, that's unselfish and say, I'll come back out of retirement and come play. But that speaks on his character. But at the same time, it's like other guys are getting older. So now, looking for the next young talents to come up and lift those crowns and keep elevating the game. So, sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. And it's hard to replace that because these guys have been brothers for a long time. They've been playing for a long time. So you got to find a way to replace that, and it's tough to replace that. If I could rate them, I would have to think because other countries are also they've also made strides as well. You got Korea now making a lot of noises. You got Japan that's been making noises, obviously.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it's tough. It's tough. I don't know where in terms of the standings I would put them, but they're up there. Like, you remember the game we played against Lebanon in
in finals of Asia.
Yeah, of Asia Cup. So at that point, I would have think like they would keep that level of play at that point. But because of the fall off a little bit, I don't know if it's because of the players getting older or it just got tiring. I don't know what it is. But for now, I can see new energy coming in with Coach Farhan, and, the decision-making he's making is going to elevate them for sure. And it's bringing new energy. Sometimes it may not be, like a coach's fault, but it's just when you make change sometimes, good happen out of it. So
it's a positive
personally,
shock.
I don't know where I would rank them right now, but at the time when we played them, I had them, behind us, Australia, for sure, when we played.
Yeah.
And they came second place, and obviously I thought they were going to keep that going and try to pass Australia at that point.
Thon, when the first time you joined Riyadi Beirut, you had a call to join Riyadh. You had a personal offer.
Yeah.
You said before, you spoke and you had a call with Jopreeth.
Yes.
Talking about players joining NBA, coming from Lebanon to go back to NBA.
Yeah.
Like Jopreeth, already before Hassan Whiteside, Ronnie Ali, who came from Lebanon to NBA and then came back to Lebanon to retire here.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a bit of that kind of legacy.
Yeah.
Is it part of a player, that kind of exposure, to join a league like Lebanon? Did it play a role?
It helps as well. You got the fan base, you got the love for the energy for the game here in Lebanon, so it's looked at. Obviously, there's certain leagues in the world that it's hard for a player to get scouted in, but then there's other leagues where it's like, scouts will look and see, who's there, who's making noises there. So
Lebanon is part of it.
Lebanon is part of it, and that's why when I told you before, I had ranked it, top 4, top 5, is because of those reasons. And for example, I'll give you another reason. Last year, when I left the G League and I came overseas and played in Riyadh, before I signed, the management had spoken with me in Houston, and they were like, we'll advise you. I'm not going to tell you the locations they were saying, but if we were to give you an advice, try to stay here, here, and here. These are the places that we always looked, and scouts always looked. So if you could get there, that would be great, and because we know you belong, so try to go these places. We also understand that money is important to you, right?
Yeah.
Like to provide for your family. So if this location, doesn't offer that much, then we understand if you don't go there and you go elsewhere, So I made that decision, and I had that in the back of my mind for sure. But I know for a fact that some places they look and some places they don't look because it's how the league looks.
So the Lebanese league looks like
it's good. It's good. It's good. It can be looked at, and you saw the product of Whiteside coming out and Dwarf coming out as well. Yeah.
If I'm gonna ask you, it's gonna be a tough question for you, kind of a challenge, to pick up the best Lebanese 5 players for a starting 5.
Current players, you mean? Right now?
It might be easy for you. No?
Nah, it's tough. It's tough. It's not easy because
everyone is a friend for you.
Yeah, and they're friends, but I'm not gonna pick it based on friends.
Okay,
you want me to pick it based on friends?
No, technically, no, technically. That's why it's gonna be tough on you.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay, so I would say Weil at the 1. I would put probably Hadidian at the 5 right now, unless you're doing a foreigner as a 5.
No, we're just talking about 5 local players.
Local players, okay. Hadidian at the 5.
Danny is trying to help you, huh? Danny's
cheating over here. Sure. I'll put Danny at the 2. No. Hey.
He has a good shot, huh?
Danny can play. He posts up a lot. Danny can play, but I bet he's a better shooter than you. But no, who I would say
On 2.
at the 2. I'll probably put Amir there.
Okay.
I'll put Amir or KZ. Maybe Amir or KZ. One of those 2.
One player.
Damn.
Stuff.
Yeah, I'll put KZ.
Okay.
KZ this year, his best career shooting,
Okay.
the 3 ball, I would say, in
Okay.
terms of percentage this year,
Yeah.
before his injury, I think.
I think yes.
Damn, KZ and Amir, between 1 or 2.
You chose KZ, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll bring Amir in off the bench as the backup point guard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring him in as a backup point guard
Okay.
because he make the game easy also.
Okay.
At
3.
the 3, I'll probably put Yo-Yo
Okay.
or Sergio.
Sergio or Yo-Yo?
I put Sergio.
Okay.
Sergio.
He might be
put
your
Sergio.
future teammate, no?
Gino. Yeah. Who else? And then Hike, obviously.
Hike?
Since he's back, I'll put Hike at the 4 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
then-
mainly we have Wael on 1,
Yeah.
KZ on the position 2 as a shooter, as a
Yeah.
small forward Sergio Darwish, as a power forward Hai Gökçen,
Yeah.
and as a center Gerard Hadidian.
Yeah.
This
Is
is
that-
your best starting 5.
Am I missing some people?
And you have several people.
No, like in terms of, because I'm trying to see. I have a lot of shooting. I'm giving space, so I got Hike shooting in the corners.
I think you're gonna be a great coach if you decided.
Yeah, nah, man, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to coach. You got to manage everybody.
Did you speak with Wael about joining الرياضي again?
Yeah, no, we talk about it every time. It's easy for us.
So it's kind of a common thing that you guys want to join back الرياضي.
Yeah, of course. That was the plan initially. We go there, we finish the season, come back.
The place is secured.
We'll see.
What's next for Thon Maker after العودة? This is the last question.
I don't know. I don't look that far ahead. One day at a time for me. Just focus on where we at. So right now, we're coming back. We have first game March 10th. That's my main focus. And then, we see where we go from there. Hopefully we collect some championships along the way and then make the decision come, when the season ends in June or in May, whenever the season ends,
Okay.
we decide.
When I said Thon Maker will be my guest, several questions came here.
Yeah.
And people are asking several questions.
I heard you got a big fan base, man.
You have a big fan
Big
base.
shout out, man.
Not for me, not for you. I have nothing, bro. Comparing to you, I have nothing. Okay. Ralph Khouri is asking you, which player gave you a hard time playing against him in the Lebanese league?
Wow. I don't know, because me, I don't play that much one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more within the system, so did I have? I don't remember.
You don't remember.
I don't.
Okay, we're gonna skip this one.
Yeah.
Moving back to Christian Rai is asking you, if Sajaz gave you the double of the offer of a Riyadh, would you accept or no?
Nah, probably not. I'm big on loyalty.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm big on loyalty. So I wouldn't change.
You will always choose a Riyadh.
I would choose a Riyadi.
Okay.
It's home.
It's home for you.
It's home.
Zuzu, it's gonna be the last question. He's asking you, how much do you rate Sajaz fans if he gets the opportunity and the will to play with them?
I actually, look, I love Suggest fans. I'll tell you this. I love our fans more, but I love Suggest fans. One is the energy is always the same, especially when we play against them. I love this because I hate arenas that don't have fans.
Empty arenas.
Yeah, empty arenas. I'm not a fan of that. It's like I love it. Like when that energy is there, it actually makes you play to a different level. Like it's tough to describe unless you're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get the motivation, the fuel. Especially like my first year here.
Yeah.
They hated me, and I was like, yes, I need this.
You get excited, huh?
What? It's so much excitement because the game is alive.
Yeah,
Everybody's
every
a
time.
part of it. It's not just the players battling it out and the fans chilling, relaxing, or no fans at all. Like everybody's in it, and I love that. And that's actually, to bring it back to Alola,
Yeah.
is what we're trying to build in Saudi as well. Like we have our fans, and they don't sit down. It's just drums beating everywhere, just like completely. The energy sometimes in the Wassel games, you can't hear yourself think. Like it may not look it on TV, but like when you're there on the
They're
ground,
energetic.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. In Wassel, it's so much more fun. But, you know, sometimes some of the Saudi League games are a little bit different because, you know, let's say we up 40 or up 50. It's like nobody's really going to cheer for a block or a dunk or whatever. It's just, all right.
Wherever it is.
Yeah.
Thon Maker, appreciate it, man.
And thank you, brother. I appreciate you having me here.
I appreciate your presence. It was a great pleasure having you.
Thank you, bro.
Looking forward to see you again back in Lebanon.
Yes, sir. I'll be back.
Anytime soon in this podcast as well.
We can.
Yeah,
we can.
whenever
We'll
you
come
can.
back. Yeah.
Whenever you want.
Beautiful station, too.
Yeah. You are beautiful, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Beautiful soul, beautiful
you.
person. Appreciate it, man.
Love it here. Thank
فهذا
you, bro.
المتابعين بمنصة هون لبنان، حلقتنا مع ثون ميكر عم توصل إلى ختامها. ملتقانا معكم الأسبوع القادم بحلقة جديدة وموضوع رياضي جديد. إلى اللقاء.